Hi and welcome to CANDYFLOSS Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to do this lovely stitch. It's called the rocking stitch. It's quite a textured stitch and it works up quite thickly. So this is a standard DK. In fact, it's Demores Studio Anti-Piling DK, and the colour on this one, if I can find it, is citrine, if you wanted to replicate it exactly. But today I'm going to be using Stylecraft Special DK. And this one is in turquoise. So let's get started on this one. It's quite an easy one to master once you've got your head around it. We're going to be working in double crochet, which is UK terms. So starting off with your chain. Now I'm only going to do a very small sample for you today, but you only need to work up your chain in even numbers, and I'm using a 4mm hook. Okay, so pause the video, work up a chain in even numbers, and then join me back and we will get started on this stitch. Okay, so welcome back. We're going to start off with doing a double crochet 2 together. So on patterns, this usually says DC number 2 and then TOG together. Okay, and we're going to start working from the second and the third chain from the hook. So not this first one here, so not this one on your hook, that doesn't count, and not this one here. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, that's the second chain from the hook, then insert your hook into the third chain from the hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, chain 1. Now I can't stress this enough. This little chain 1 that you do after every stitch is the most important stitch, and you'll see why when we get to the next round. And from here on in, we're going to do double crochet 3 together. So same principle. So insert your hook into the same stitch. So this is where it's slightly different. Normally you would jump straight to your next stitch, or you would skip stitches. On this one, we're going to attach it to the one we've just worked. So this is this stitch here with the nice big hole, so it's quite easy to see. So you're going to go into that one, yarn over, pull through, into the next one, yarn over, pull through, and into the third, yarn over, pull through. 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, turning your hook down, pull through all 4 loops. And what was that I said? Chain 1. Do not forget that chain 1. So starting with the next one, you're going to start in the stitch you've just worked. So again, insert your hook into that one, yarn over, pull through, that's number 1. Insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, number 2. Insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, number 3. 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 1. Okay, so you're getting these sort of double crochet stitches, and you're going to repeat that all the way along. So don't forget, you're going into this stitch here, which is the one you've just worked, why it's got a lovely nice big hole, and then the next 2, so 3 in total. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 1. So work along your desired length until you get to the very last stitch, and then join me there and I will show you what to do at the end. Okay, so you should now work along to your last set of stitches. So you're going to work your last ones together. So I've got my 4 loops, I'm just going to bring those through. Don't forget the all important chain 1, and I've got the stitch that I've just worked plus 1 stitch left. So I'm going to double crochet 2 together. So yarn over, pull through, so going into that stitch you've just worked, and then picking up your last stitch on your chain, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3, chain 1, turn your work. So that's row 1 completed, and now you're going to repeat row 2 as many times as you want. So your first one is 3 together again. Okay, so you're basically going into that very first one. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, insert into this next one, which is quite a small one, yarn over, pull through, to the next one, yarn over, pull through, 4 loops, yarn over, chain 1. Then picking up that stitch again where you've just worked, into the next one, into the next one, 4 loops, yarn over, pull through, chain 1. That chain 1, I can't stress how many times I've worked this pattern, and when I've turned, I've come along and thought my stitch count is out, and it's because I've forgotten that chain 1. So don't forget it. So insert into the first stitch that you've already worked. So let's just be clear, I've already worked that one. You can see it coming out the top. It's a nice big hole. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Then you want this next one. Now this next one's, so you can see it from the top there, but it's quite small and quite tight. So you want to make sure you get into that one, yarn over, pull through, and then your next one's your bigger one, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, all 4, chain 1. So you start off with the bigger hole, the one you've just worked, then you've got to find that little stitch, and if you don't find a little stitch in between, that's because you haven't done your chain 1, and you're going to have to go back and find out where you've gone wrong. And you work all the way along to the end. When you get to the end, you're going to double crochet 2 together, chain 1, turn, and then start off with double crochet 3 together. So I'll just work this one along and join me at the end, and we'll turn one more time. Okay, so you should now have worked all the way along and should be on your last one. So you've got this stitch here that you've just worked, and the next one. So you're just going to double crochet 2 together. You've got to get into the top of that last one. So that's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through, chain 1, turn, and we're going to be working back along with our first one, which is a double crochet 3 together. I can get into that little stitch. I told you they're tight. Let's see if we can get into that one, into the next one, and keep working all the way along. So you're picking up 3 stitches each time, but your very first stitch is the stitch you just worked, which gives you that lovely bobbly effect. So I hope you've enjoyed this. It's quite an effective one. I'm just going to finish off this little last stitch. And as you can see, the pattern's starting to repeat up so that you get this effect here. So you get these little bobbles growing up the pattern. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel for all my lovely videos to choose from. You'll find this one amongst all the stitch directory that we have. Thank you for watching.